Yeah, it was interesting for me to be reading Cry Havoc while watching Dark Wolf. My wife and I just caught up on episode, as of us recording this, episode 5
Yeah,
last
yeah.
night, ready for episode 6 here in a couple of days. And you've talked about the difference between writing these books and it's all just you, and then writing and EPing the series where it's collaborative. So for you to be telling Tom's backstory based on your decisions, and then to be working with Taylor, who is the one who really drove the backstory for Ben. What was that? What was that like for you to have this that you created, and then to work with Taylor to have him kind of help say, hey, here's how we can actually tell Ben's backstory, and you're jumping back and forth between collaborating with him and the rest of the team, and then just diving in yourself on Cry Havoc.
Yeah, I mean, there's overlap there, but not so much because I was writing Red Sky Morning when we're writing and filming Dark Wolf, and then
Right.
I'm writing Cry Havoc when we are essentially editing Dark Wolf and going into the marketing side, and then going into True Believer episodes as well. So I write the first episode of True Believer with the showrunner. So it's more that I was working on True Believer TV
Okay.
show at the same time that I was writing this. And so but there is some overlap there because there's just so much going on. And yeah, having two essentially prequels coming out around the same time, because for the reader or the viewer, they line up as like the same time. But as I'm writing them, not as much, just because of how long it takes to get something published and how long it takes to get something filmed and through the editing process and onto a streaming service. But it is interesting to have them coming out at the same time, being both prequels, and that's kind of fun because you can talk about having one contemporary thriller where you're going back 7 years, and then to set up characters that everyone knows already, and then going back 50 plus years to write essentially historical fiction about the Vietnam War, and something that I thought was complete fiction when I started with this encryption device and the USS Pueblo and all that stuff. And then as I did more research and continue writing, I realized that it might not be so far away from the truth. And it's just crazy.